Hey guys, here we have my EOP week 5 revivalist run. I had already done all of my runs before recording this, but I just wanted to record a video anyway. This was not an actual team I used, this was more just for some fun fights. And yeah, so I brought CDR, Tigra, and my R4 Nick Fury. So the plan is to use Tigra for Hercules and Bishop, use Nick Fury for the Overseer, and use CGR for the Warlock. And yes, this is a little bit late for EOP, but yeah, I want to just get to actually uploading the videos regardless of if it's a little late for EOP and stuff, just to make sure I have a more consistent schedule rather than trying to maximize efficiency from these videos and all that. So that should make it easier to be just consistent with these videos. And yeah, here is the Hercules fight with Tigra. This is definitely the easiest fight this week, using Tigra at least. It's pretty annoying with some other champions, but Tigra is like a perfect counter to everything here. You're constantly knocking him down to remove those concussions. You've got Neutralize up, which stops everything nasty about this fight other than Recharge, really, but due to how aggressive you're playing, Recharge isn't too big of an issue either. And, one second. Alright. Sorry about that, my internet's just being a little bit laggy. So yeah. I mean, you shut down everything here with Neutralize. You've got fantastic damage, because it's Tiger, of course. And yeah, the recharge isn't too big of an issue with how aggressive Tiger's playstyle is. The one thing is, Hercules does get extra combat power rate from his feats of strength, so even with recharge, he's still going to be gaining power every time he refreshes a feat, which is constantly happening in this fight, so you can't heavy cheese this in the corner, but Tigra is, regardless, a very, very good counter to this. As you can see, the damage, pretty solid even before my L2, but here we get the perfect intercept before the L2, and yeah, I just get it off here. Probably shouldn't have blocked that hit, but whatever. And yeah, we're just looking to end this fight now. And yeah, that's it for this fight. Very easy fight with Tigra. And yeah, next up, we have this Overseer with Nick Fury, who is a fantastic counter to this fight because he goes stun immune and unblockable in his second phase. I have Suicides on, which really boosts the damage, especially in first phase. So it's going to make us be able to get a good chunk off in this first phase before we eventually die, because it's really hard to control this fight in your first phase, and with Suis you're going to be constantly taken down. But yeah, we're going to get off a solid chunk, hopefully, with the first life. Just to make the cleanup easier for our second life. Nice to get that off. And yeah, here, missed time encouraging stun a little bit, but we've got 27% left to work with. Just hoping I can get a little bit more off before I go into our second life. Throw a special one here, get a little bit of adrenaline healing, but take it away with recoil, of course. And yeah, the main thing here is you do not want to parry stun, or stun at all in your second life. That includes from the L2, because it will remove your Fury buff, which is a big hit for your damage, and starts removing your tack charges as well, which kind of sucks. But yeah, we're going to throw our first L1 here. It gets us 8 charges, and then he's going to auto-block us before our next L1. But then I'll be able to get the perfect 15 charges for the unblockable, and then he can't auto-block you again. And at that point, you are at a good position to end the fight. You can play super aggressively. And yeah, I throw this, and just look at this damage. The bleeds are ticking for 6k, I think that is. Yeah, 6k bleed ticks. The basics are doing a whole lot of damage, and he really is just melting at this point. He's not throwing any specials for me, which is fine. I don't need to bait another special, because I can just go into my L2, and as long as this stuns, I'll be able to finish him off, which it does. Thankfully, we do this. Then I go for the second combo. Since I'm unblockable, it will always stick. And yeah, we get a nice solo there on the Overseer. Now, for this Bishop is the really hard fight this week. You know, I'm not the best of Tiger players, and my Tiger is a Sig 20, So this took me a lot of retries to get this solo on Bishop. It took me like an hour of recording to, well, I didn't even get a solo, but to be able to clean up with CGR. And yeah, you can definitely use CGR for this fight as well, but I just suck at doing this fight with CGR. So yeah, we want to push Bishop to his L2, which we're gonna do right here. And yeah, we throw our special one, then we're gonna go for our L2 here. And yeah, thankfully we are managing to keep up our phases from the SIG stones, which is really nice for SIG 20 to be able to keep them up for this long. They are going to fall off pretty shortly, but thankfully we're back up to our L1, and we're ready to throw that and bait another L2, so we'll be in a good position there. And yeah, we're going to try and get up to another L2. We do not manage to do it before Meltdown takes, so we lose like all of our health, and then I just panic and throw the special one, get off a nice little chunk of damage, and yeah, he's at 27% left. Now I'm going to go in with Nick Fury just to try and get off a little bit of damage, because Nick Fury is going to be able to do nothing on Warlock, so you might as well do what you can. And he throws this L1 immediately, which is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. And yeah, we do a light combo, get off a couple ticks, and then we die, of course. And yeah, now we're going to finish up with CGR. I play pretty poorly for the cleanup with CGR here, like very, very poorly. You can actually solo this fight with CGR, but I am not good at all at doing this fight. And not being able to start with Dex because you got to bait a special definitely hurts quite a bit. And yeah, the shock putting on really sucks, and yeah, I mean, not a great position to be in, of course. But we're getting ready to do our next L2. Hopefully be able to get off a good chunk of damage. I hadn't popped a power back boost here yet, which was kind of dumb. Probably should have popped it before entering this fight, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. And yeah, we're just gonna end here. I go for another L2 Dex. And yeah, Bishop is down, and now we're gonna heal and do this Warlock fight. I forget to pop power boosts again, which is really dumb. So I ended up just using the restart glitch. I had already done the fight in, the full mode, so it's not gonna give me any extra rewards. So I feel fine just using this restart glitch to make this video, so I didn't have to record this whole thing again just because I forgot to pop a power back boost. But yeah, as you can see, I accidentally triggered Dex there, which wasn't ideal, and then I missed the first medium, which again, not ideal. But that really just puts into perspective just how easy this fight really is with CGR, especially when you've got a power back. And yeah, we launch our L2 there with the full guaranteed crits. You don't need to worry about avoiding Dex for this fight because you've got all those guaranteed crits. And yeah, here I go for another guaranteed crit L2. And Warlock is almost dead. He doesn't dash in for that L2, but I just throw my L1 because he's got armor breaks. And yeah, I end the fight, and that is a Reviveless EoP Week 5 run.